Welcome back to our channel today. Today we are talking about 10 clear signs you're dealing with an evil person, according to ancient wisdom. Have you ever been around someone whose very presence seems to drain your energy, manipulate your emotions, or leave a trail of chaos behind them? Sadly, evil doesn't only exist in fairy tales or on movie screens. It's real, it walks among us, and even worse, it often hides behind smiles, sweet words, and polite masks. But don't worry, with the right awareness, you can spot the warning signs, protect your peace, and regain control of your life. Evil people don't come with horns or a tail. They blend in, they exploit your kindness, twist your trust, and poison your mind. But ancient people, those who lived close to nature, emotion, and raw human truth, knew how to recognize this darkness. In this video, we'll uncover 10 powerful signs that reveal when you're dealing with a truly evil person. These signs aren't just subtle hints, they're red flags you must never ignore. 1. They constantly manipulate you. The ancient ones believed, those who live in fear are the easiest to control. Evil people thrive on manipulation. They don't build through honesty, they conquer through distortion. Their power lies in twisting your reality and making you believe that only they can save you. I once worked with someone who praised me openly, making me feel valued, but behind the scenes, he quietly spread doubts about my work. When I confronted him, he calmly claimed, "I'm just trying to help you improve." At first, I questioned myself. Was he right? Was I not good enough? That's the trap. Manipulators don't shout, they whisper. They don't fight, you fight yourself on their behalf. Ancient wisdom tells us, the goal of true guidance is independence, not dependence. Anyone who chips away at your confidence while urging you to rely on them is a danger to your soul. 2. They wear a mask of charm. Not all that shines is gold. The ancients warned, some people are just too charming. Their smile, their compliments, the way they make you feel seen, it all feels perfect. Almost like a dream, but it's just that, a performance. Charm, when genuine, connects, but when used by the wicked, it becomes a weapon. Elle knew someone who always made people feel special. But over time, I noticed a pattern. Her compliments had strings attached. Once she got what she wanted, she disappeared, or worse, turned against those she once praised. Ancient people taught, watch how a person treats those they cannot benefit from. There, you'll see their true heart. Real kindness doesn't need polish. It shines on its own. If someone's charm feels like a mask, trust your instinct. Look deeper. 3. They lie without conscience. Only speak what is true, said the wise elders. But evil people treat truth like an enemy. They don't lie by accident. They lie because it gives them power. Every word is calculated, to avoid blame, gain influence, or rewrite the facts. I once had a friend who exaggerated everything. She claimed credit for others' work, rewrote history, and when caught, spun a new tale. If challenged, she accused others of being dramatic or too sensitive. This is how evil operates. It doesn't just deceive. It confuses your memory, your perception, your confidence. But truth is strong. It needs no backup. Lies always need reinforcements. Protect yourself by watching actions more than words. If someone's stories change often, or if their words don't match their behavior, trust the pattern, not their promises. 4. They lack all empathy. Ancient teachings remind us, we are not made to live alone, we are made to feel with one another. Empathy is the glue of human connection. But the evil lack it completely. They may act like they care, but only when it serves them. If you open up to them, they'll dismiss your pain. If you're in joy, they'll quietly resent it. Their coldness isn't just emotional immaturity, it's spiritual emptiness. These people cannot celebrate your joy or carry your sorrow. They see emotions as tools, not connections. Surround yourself with those who feel, those who sit with you in pain, and dance with you in joy. Empathy is not weakness, it's a sign of depth. 5. They crave control over your mind. Ancient wisdom taught that freedom begins in the mind. Evil people know this, and that's why they target it. They don't just want influence. They want domination. They want to own your decisions, your thoughts, your beliefs. I once trusted someone who gave great advice. But slowly, their words shifted. They made me feel incapable, unsure of myself. When opportunities came, they discouraged me, subtly, gently, until I relied on them completely. Control doesn't always look like shouting. It often sounds like concern. True friends empower your choices. Evil people plant doubt, so they can replace your judgment with their own. Freedom is your right, don't give it away. 6. They never take responsibility. The ancients said, a strong person owns their fault. A weak one points fingers. Evil people have mastered the blame game. No matter what goes wrong, it's never their fault. They'll twist events, reframe stories, and somehow, you become the problem. They'll say, "I was only trying to help." Or, "You're too sensitive." I once worked with a person like that. Every time we hit an obstacle, she pointed at me, even when it was clear she made the mistake. She'd talk circles until I started questioning my memory. This tactic is designed to make you doubt reality. Stand firm, ask for clarity, demand facts, refuse to carry guilt that isn't yours. 7. They find joy in others' pain. This is one of the darkest traits. When someone smiles at someone else's downfall, beware. I had a friend who seemed to enjoy gossiping about people's failures. One time, she smirked when someone was humiliated at work. It wasn't indifference, it was delight. People like this feed their self-worth by tearing others down. They don't rise, they trample. Ancient people taught that true joy comes from lifting others, not laughing at their pain. This behavior reveals a deeply broken soul. Protect yourself. That energy spreads fast, and it's poison. 8. They use isolation as a weapon. Evil people know, if they can cut you off from your support system, they can control you completely. They'll say things like, "Your best friend doesn't treat you right." Or, "Your family just doesn't understand you like I do." Little by little, they create distance between you and those who care about you. I experienced this firsthand. A friend of mine kept planting doubts about the people closest to me. I thought she was looking out for me, until I realized I was slowly becoming isolated and dependent on her. Connection is power. Isolation is weakness. Ancient people lived in tribes for a reason. We're strongest together. Never let anyone convince you to abandon those who truly love you. 9. Their jealousy is disguised as concern. Jealousy, when hidden, is even more dangerous. It often comes as helpful advice that makes you feel less instead of more. After a big win, a friend once told me, "That's great, but don't get too excited, you could have done even better." It seemed like concern, but it was a cut. These people can't handle your shine, because it reminds them of their own shadows. They'll subtly chip away at your confidence, masking their envy as support. True friends celebrate loudly. Jealous people whisper doubts. If praise feels like a backhanded compliment, pay attention. 10. They show no remorse. Perhaps the clearest sign of an evil person is their refusal to change. They never say, "I'm sorry." They never admit when they've hurt someone. They justify everything. They believe they're always right, and everyone else is wrong. You may try to reason with them, plead with them, or offer them chances, but it's all wasted. They don't reflect. They don't grow. They don't change. Ancient wisdom reminds us, to change is to be alive. The person who refuses to evolve has chosen stagnation, and that's where evil thrives. Don't let him drag you down. Save your energy for people who are willing to become better. Conclusion. Now that you've seen the 10 unmistakable signs of an evil person, ask yourself, have I ignored these signs in someone close to me? Evil only works when you don't recognize it. Once you see the game, they lose the power. The ancient people believed, true strength lies in mastering your own mind. So guard your peace, set boundaries, step away from those who drain your light. You don't need to fix them. You don't need to explain. Just walk away, and shine. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment, "I see the signs," to let others know you're done tolerating toxic energy. Your peace is sacred. Guard it well. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you find this video useful, please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on more valuable content. See you in the next video.